Okay, so we're trying to solve this linear system. Remember I told you a linear system is when you have two or more linear equations. And today we're going to solve by graphing these. And we just did a review of graphing. If it's in slope-intercept form, if it's in the form y equals mx plus b, then it will be easy for us to graph because we can look at it and figure out the slope and the y-intercept. So you're given these two equations in the first example. Are either of them already written in slope-intercept form? So that's easy. We don't even have to rearrange any of them. Or sorry, we don't have to rearrange one of them. Which one's written in slope-intercept form, A or B? B. Okay, so we don't even have to do anything with that. Let's start by rearranging line A into slope-intercept form. Because if we don't put it in slope-intercept form, we don't know the slope and we don't know the y-intercept. We want to get this into slope-intercept form. Y equals something. So we have 2y. We leave that on the left side. And what happens to everything else when we move it to the right side of the equation? Opposite signs. So this is positive, it becomes negative. This is positive, it becomes negative. Divide everything by 2. And what am I left with? Y equals negative 3 over 2x minus, what's 4 divided by 2? 2. Raise your hand if you got this as your equation. So what is m equal to? What's the slope? Yep, negative 3 over 2. So the rise is what? 3, and the run is 2. It has a negative slope. This is important. So when you're drawing the line, depending where you start, you're either going to go down to the right or up to the left because it has a negative slope. You have to remember which way to draw the line. If it's a negative, it's drawn in this direction. If it's a positive, it would be drawn this way, okay, the other direction. So you need to memorize that. What is the y-intercept? Pardon? Negative 2. Okay, we have our two main important things. We need to graph it. So I want you guys to graph it right now. What's our starting point? Negative 2. Put that on the y-axis. The y-intercept was what? Negative 3? Negative 2? Okay, so I start we look to see, okay, this is the y-axis, so it intercepts right here at negative 2, and then the rise was what? What was the slope? Negative 3 over 2, and I know the line has to go this way. So I'm going to go down. 1, 2, 3. This tells you if you go up or down, and this tells you if you go left or right. So I'm going to go left or right 2 to draw a negative line. Right. Make sense? I can go up 3. 1, 2, 3, and then left 2. And this gives me a negative. Keep going because you'll need to make a longer line to figure out where the two lines intersect. So I'm going to keep going. So this is line A. You had another linear equation in your system. What was it? What was line B? You with me? So now does everyone have the first line drawn? So now we're looking at the second line. This one. We started at negative 2. And then, so don't put a point there. You go down and over 2. That's your line. And then you go 1, 2, 3. No. It's 2. And then here. And then 1, 2, 3. Here. And go up. And go up 3 and left 2. Okay, so now we're looking at the second line. Y equals negative 4x plus 3. Move on. Oh God, I drew like... -2 and -5? Yeah, 2 and negative 5. Okay, so the point of intersection here is 2, negative 5. Point of intersection equals 2, negative 5, which means that x and y That's the coordinate that's the same for both lines.